We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight, we culminate pivotal Week 14 with a great Monday night matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the Cleveland Browns. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
On the double.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And this will be a Falcons first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm coming. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Taken down at the 42.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Yo.
Ready.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ready.
4. Mike 54. I got wide. Slam. Bang. Out.
Ready. Go.
They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
I don't believe that was called right here in the moment. I believe this was called during practice this week, that he was going to decide to be aggressive even on his own side of the field.
Just, you mean because it's the opening drive? Maybe they had this scripted?
I think that he just talked about it with his team and said, listen, I'm confident in you. If we end up in this situation, we'll go for it early just to set a tone in this game.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Okay, the last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D.
He'll look to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Check 4. Watch the edge.
Drill 52. Set. Go.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Point after try forthcoming. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Back to throw, Watson. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Falcons grab it. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this.
And it is cold.
And it is cold. It's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 56 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
Watch 54.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Mike's 5-4. You ain't going nowhere.
Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Check 9, check 9.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Ready, go.
They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Isaiah Pacheco, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time.
And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski
different
was an
things for
interception.
different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard though was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski about set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this will be a Falcons first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. So no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, yeah!
Ready.
Right there. 54 Mike.
Mega.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Ready, go.
They'll look to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Come on, set. Yellow, 43. Steal. Check, steal. Check, go.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Pick it up, D. Check.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 92 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Here we go.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Claws, 10. On the ball. Ready.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
3.
A gain of 4 yards.
Black shot.
First down, Falcons.
Set, hut.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. He's coming.
22 needle.
We got double up. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". Wild Bill.
Claws red.
Watch safety creeping.
Ready, go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
I got you. Check three.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
He's coming. Check him. Oh, here we go. Oh, tighten up.
59.
Hey, check out.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Drops it off for Chubb. Finding space at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Mike 54. Let's go. 26. It's going to be a long day, offense.
Here's Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz. 57 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
On the set.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Ready, ready.
Right back to him on first down. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Here we go.
The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Bring it.
Go.
They'll swing this out to Tony. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Ready, 50, green.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's get the ball.
They go play action here on first down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
54. Hey, pick your game up. Mike's 5-4.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Ready,
So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Check.
Let's go. Set, go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some room to maneuver. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 38 yards. And the Falcons have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it?
Oh, wide open, complete, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Mike 5.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Come on, set, red, 38. Ready.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Set, hut, yellow, 43.
54, Mike. We got double up. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Shock, 17. Red, cycle.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Go red.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Set, hut.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage to about the 48-yard line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
34's the mic. 34's the mic.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And not able to break away this time, as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Watson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Check. Alert. Crunch.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
pass.
Here we go on fourth. Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. So on fourth down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
And how he got away from that first tackler, no idea, but he did, and it winds up with positive yardage. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That will be their third and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining.
We're set. 19. 24 is down. He's coming.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. 34 is the mic. 34.
On fourth down, Watson. Quick throw, and he's got Amari Cooper. And the Browns are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Chubb is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Hey, we got to snap it.
They'll try again with Chubb, and he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. They'll give it to Chubb, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
And in this situation, a field goal doesn't help you a whole lot, but I think you've got to take it because I think you're a little too far back to go for it on fourth down. But we also know the offensive coordinator's in the head coach's ear trying to talk him into going for it right here.
We're set. 19.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
55.
They will indeed snap it to Watson.
Let's go, defense.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with third down coming up. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
Mike 54. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
He'll look to throw.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
London hauls this one in. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. So the pitch and catch good for 11, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Down, black, 95.
Come on. Hey, what?
6, mega.
Check Mike, 54.
Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Throwing now, Watson. Flushed out right. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Under 10, 10. Hey, 59.
Now it's Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Chubb will get the call, running left. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
Right there. 54.
Striker.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustment